there.
Hi, could I get a ice whipped vanilla latte, please? In all honesty, this video, I really wanted to talk about losing accountability. I wanted to talk about it because two things. Maybe you can also relate to it. Maybe it's something that you've recently or previously gone through or you've experienced. But also mainly because by talking about it in a video, I'm kind of being accountable because it's something that's been on my mind, but I haven't actually addressed it. So I think by addressing it in the form of a video makes me kind of affirm to myself what the problem is and how I'm gonna kind of overcome it, and then how it's even come in the first place. So that's my whole rationale, my thinking behind making this video. Mainly because sometimes, you know, like, it's nice when you hear someone else talk about a similar thing that you've experienced or you are experiencing. Whenever I watch a video where I can really relate to, I'm like, whoa, okay, I can gain a fresh perspective or different kind of insight, and maybe it'll help me as well. Also, I like kind of sharing authentic problems because it's how we grow, right, in the end of the day. But let me get my vanilla whipped latte. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Alright, so I've got my iced whipped coffee latte. Let's have a taste. Wow, that's actually really nice. I didn't expect it to be this good. That's actually so good. Wow, okay, I'm not gonna try and gas this up too much, but anyway, as I was saying, one of the things that I've recently experienced, especially coming back from a holiday, is kind of the slow adjustment of certain things. So what I mean by that is basically, you know, before I was going, I was kind of in a flow, even though I was kind of like dipping in and out of burnout in a way. But when I went on holiday, I experienced like basically like obviously no work, no responsibilities. It's just enjoying like whatever was around me. Like, it was just so nice. But coming back, it's been a slow adjustment. And I'm not gonna lie, bits and pieces of my accountability have also dipped. And you probably noticed it maybe, but even like when I used to upload, like, when I say used to, it's not that long ago, it's literally like 2-3 weeks ago, but I was uploading like 2 to 3 videos a week. But over the last maybe 1 to 2 weeks, I've only really uploaded once or twice max a week. And I've just not really been, you know, not been able to plan stuff like my videos, or just like I'm trying to put things out there that I think are meaningful. It's just been a slow ride recently, and yeah, I needed to make this video because I feel like I need to kind of explain why that's been the reason, but also just to highlight that it can be a real problem in a way where, you know, you've been kind of out of the flow state in a way for a brief period of time, even for 1 week. Coming back into it, it's a bit slow to get back into the groove of things. But yeah, I think I noticed it. I've noticed it within myself. I've noticed it with my kind of actions that I've been doing. I've not been as productive as I was before, and it's not good. Like, you know, like, I'd kind of take things way too easy, if that makes sense. I wouldn't really I wouldn't have necessarily the drive inside to kind of really go out there and do what I was doing before, what I need to do. And yeah, I just think part of it is just because of like having a nice detox. I thought it was going to be different. I thought I'm going to have the detox kind of thing, and then, you know, I'll be fresh, ready to tackle it. And in one aspect, that has been the case, but it's just hard to get back into the flow of things. But I think over the last, I'd say 2 days, you know, I've just sucked it up and just said, no, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And one of the main examples was my room. My room has been extremely untidy. Like, it's been mess. It's a complete mess for like a good 2 to 3 weeks. And I just couldn't be asked to clean it. Like, you know, you just sit there and you're like, and you look around and you're like, oh, I can't be asked, man. And that's literally what I've been like. Like, I just could not be asked. And I'm someone that whose mood and productivity gets motivated or like fired up by my environment, and if my environment isn't clean, I kind of represent that environment, if that makes sense. I kind of fall into that mood, and because my environment was untidy, my mood was also like all over the place, and like I was not fixed, and I was pretty much untidy as well. So yeah, literally 2 days ago I was just like, you know what, I know I can't be asked to do this, but if I just keep saying this and procrastinate, it will never be done. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to stop everything I'm doing and I'm just going to focus on one task, and that is to clean my room. And then for about an hour, I cleaned my room. It was really good. Like when I just look back, it felt like a massive weight off my shoulders, and it felt really peaceful. And just like looking around me, I was just like, wow, everything's in the right place. Everything's nice and tidy. My bed's tidy. Like everything is just so good that I felt good inside. And that just immediate shift, changing my environment. And I think that was amazing. I felt amazing. I can go back home, sit on my chair, edit video, and just look around me and be like, yes, I'm like fired up to edit this video, you know, rather than look around me and everything's untidy and there's boxes everywhere, there's bits and pieces all over there's clothes all on the floor. Like, nah, it's crystal clean, and that's exactly how I like it. What I exactly learned from that situation is, no matter how much your brain is saying, your brain is saying seek comfort. It just wants you to do the most easiest thing, because you don't need to because then you don't have to physically give it energy and you know, you use your energy, whereas you can use your energy, like you can just conserve your energy and just do nothing and just like live, basically. But you know what, it's time for you to literally just say no to certain things, so no to your brain, and just do that action, do that task that you've been putting off. And the more you do these things, the better. This morning I downloaded this task manager. It's basically an app where like it's a to-do list app. You can use your notepad, you can just literally write down, or you can use your phone, but I just felt like when you tick things off, it just feels nice, right? So I downloaded this thing. I think it's called any.do, but there's literally hundreds of to-do list apps on your phone, so it doesn't really matter what you choose, but just download an app like that, if that helps. And then I put all the tasks that I need to get done, and one of the tasks was actually addressing this problem in the form of a video. It's helped me just kind of thinking about my problem and then trying to address it, but then let's put it in the form of a video. Wow, this really is nice. It just tastes like tiramisu and creme brulee. I love both of them. I'm happy, man. I'm really happy. Like you get those problems where like you've got tons of things in your mind, right? And you just don't know what to do first, and you just can't be asked. So you just don't do any of them. And then you feel bad because you haven't done any of them. And then you just repeat that cycle, and it's just ongoing. And it's just a constant loop of negativity. And you feel like you've not progressed. And the easiest fix for that is to kind of say no to your brain and seek discomfort. Because once you seek discomfort, you start doing harder tasks. You start achieving those harder goals. And once you've achieved those harder goals, the benefit, the satisfaction, the ROI that you get is so high that it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel productive. And then it's like a nice loop of like positivity. And then you're just doing harder tasks, and you're solving different problems, and it goes on and on and on, and all of a sudden you're just growing. And that's where you want to be, right? That's exactly what you want to do. And I think it all comes down from seeking discomfort, because your brain wants to seek comfort, but your future self wants to seek discomfort. And that's exactly where you should be, you know, putting your mind towards. And yeah, I've honestly, over the last 2 weeks, I have slipped out of my my productive kind of frame of mind. I have been lacking it, you know, accountability. I've slipped with that. Literally the last 2 days, I've just said, no, I'm doing this. And slowly but surely it's going to be built up into a positive loop. And yeah, I just think that's the routine we should be in, really. It's the same thing when you're debating to go to the gym, for example, and you're like, oh man, do I go to the gym? It is my gym day today, but I don't really feel like going. Just forget what your brain is thinking. Just do it. Just go. Because once you're in there, you become a different person. And once you've completed your workout, you are a different person. And the more times you do those things, the more micro decisions of saying no to your brain, number one, the easier it becomes. And number two, the more growth you're going to have. It just makes complete sense. So it's all about saying no to whatever's comfortable around you. The more resistance that you put yourself to, then difficult things become. Man, I hope that helps. Like, I really do, because it's really it's affected me really well, like the last 2 days. Maybe it's something that you need to hear, but yeah, just do it. Like, you know that meme by Shia LaBeouf, just do it. That's all you have to do, man. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'll see you in the next video.